Hi there guys, welcome back, and I know that we are right here at the Fossil Restoration Center. You'll have to excuse me if the camera is being a little bit shaky right now, but I'm actually going to be showing you something a little bit different today. So what I wanted to do was actually talk about the Pelago before we go into any further, and sort of show you sort of more about how that works. So I'm just going to be reorienting the camera to sort of focus on the bottom screen. And I'll be switching back and forth between the two of them during this video, just to basically show you what everything is like. I haven't done the tutorial on this particular 3DS, or this particular game. So we'll be seeing everything from scratch, so that way you can see exactly how it works and what it does, and all that sort of good stuff. But yeah, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm just going to switch the camera perspective right now. Alright, so we're on the bottom screen right now, and you'll have to excuse the stylus. So I'm going to go over to the second screen. You'll see here, Pelago has just been added to my actual screen, so just going to click on that. Alright, so we're on the Pelago now, and so here is somebody to meet us. Welcome, you've come to Pelago. These uninhabited islands exist solely for the delight of Pokemon, but I suppose I should introduce myself, eh? How rude of me. You can call me Mon. I'm in charge of keeping Pelago running. And you are Jason, right? Okay, let's get things started. The Pokemon that you've deposited in your PC boxes can come here freely to Pelago to have a bit of fun whenever they want. Right now, we only have one small isle available for them to play on, but if you'll help me out, that won't be true for very long. So here's what you'll need to do first. Would you pick up the Pokebeans that have fallen to the ground on around the island? Alright, so I'm going to switch screens real quick. Okay, so you'll see on the ground here on the bottom screen that they have the little Pokebeans, so we're going to pick them up. Pokemon love Pokebeans. They're delicious and nutritious. And they can also sprout into Pokebean stalks, like that one in the middle of the island. The one that you just picked up is a plain bean, and there are also rare beans called pattern beans and even rainbow beans. So why don't you give that Pokebean stalk a good shake and see what happens. Alright, so she says, shake the beanstalk to drop some Pokebeans. Pick up the Pokebeans to add to your stores. Okay, now you've got it. See, isn't it better to learn by doing? You can collect the Pokebeans once a day or so. If no new Pokebeans come tumbling down, then wait a day and try again. Put some Pokebeans you collect into the Pokebean crate on the island, would you? Then they'll be handy for hungry Pokemon wandering around the island to eat any time. Alright, so I'm just going to collect these real quick. I'm going to tap here. It's like, yep, that's a Pokebean crate right there. You can drop Pokebeans in there, and the Pokemon will love you for it. Especially here on Isle of Beans. Leaving Pokebeans in the crate here can help tempt even wild Pokemon to come by for a gander and some fun. Oh yes, one more thing. The rare kinds of Pokebeans will have their effects last longer. You might want to remember that fact. But as long as you fill up the crate, then you'll probably be a-okay. Don't you worry. And if you ever want to talk to me about things, no need to feel shy, just zip over to my raft hut, which is this thing right here. Alright, so we're going to go here. Wonderful to see you again. I'm delighted to welcome you to my raft hut. This has been my own private castle ever since that fateful day when I decided to turn these uninhabited islands into a resort for Pokemon. I built this place myself, and it's not too shabby if I do say so myself. Oh my god, repeating words. Makes me feel bad when I say them. I have everything I could need here to keep the Pelago up and running. So, Jason, I've got a favor to ask a promising trainer like yourself. Pelago only features one small island at the moment, as you've seen. And if you liken it to a Pokemon, it would be like a level 1 babe just hatched out from its egg. So I'd like you and your Pokemon to put some effort into developing the islands here. Developing the isles here basically means breaking new ground on new isles, or improving the facilities on the isle you already have started on. We'll borrow the strength from the Pokemon you have in your boxes to do the work. Oh, and we'll need some plain beans, don't forget those. No one can work well on an empty stomach. Okay, that's it from me right now. But come see me at a raft hut any time that you want help developing the islands. Mon here. I keep things running on this Pelago. I don't know why she goes from saying goodbye straight into her intro. Alright, so going back to the actual Pelago screen, we see that we've got a few of the Pokemon that are inside of our boxes here. We've got 69 plain beans, no pattern beans, and no rainbow beans. This is how you leave the Pelago, and this, of course, is how you get to her shop. So you can click on the Pokemon that are here, and what it'll do is it'll say up on the top screen, Drowsy seems to really have a great love for Pokemon battles. And then you can check on its summary and everything like that. And I think that... No, you can't... I don't think that you can add it to your party from here, but basically it's reminding you of the other Pokemon that you have. Anyway, there's lots of Pokebeans here. Different Pokebeans make different noises when you pick them up. And at first you can actually shake this like quite a bit. This Zubat is like constantly getting in the way. But anyway, so collect some beans. And then you can use this one right here to basically encourage some Pokemon to actually come to the island if you're lucky enough. So I'm just going to put one bean in there. It's not that big a deal right now. And it says, thank you, my boy. The Pokemon would be delighted, no doubt. And it says the effect is wild Pokemon are more likely to appear now. And if you look at the top screen, which we're going to do right now, it says that there are no Pokemon visiting, but the effects from the Pokebeans last for about a minute. Alright, so back to the bottom screen. I'm going to hit the sail barge, and I'm going to say that, okay, so this one right here is basically you'll send out wirelessly a bottle that has 7 beans in it, and somebody else might find it on their island. It's like a message in a bottle sort of thing. This one here is basically an exchange shop where you can exchange your beans for more beans, and it's only for the rainbow beans, and then the pattern beans to change into normal type beans. And the normal type beans are predominantly the type of currency that you're going to be using to do things for this next part that we're going to talk about, which is developing isles. So you'll help me? Thank you! Thank you! And now that you have that settled, okay then, there are 5 isles that total that you can develop here at the Pelago. Each one will require you to have different number of Pokemon in your boxes and plain beans in your coffers. Check what it says that you need to develop each island in its summary, okay? Okay then, if that's all clear, just tell me which island you'd like to develop next. Sorry, no, all this back and forth is weird, I do apologize. Okay, so these are the isles that you can develop. So this is the one that we already have available to us, and so basically we can take it to phase 2. There are 3 phases for each of the islands, and basically it's just going to make it so you can harvest more Pokebeans on this one. And you need 15 Pokemon in your boxes, and 30 Pokebeans to actually pay for it. And then if you scroll over to the right, you'll see that this one is the Isle of Plenty, which is a berry growing island. This one needs 15 and 15. Then you have Isle of Fun, which needs 30 and 30. I only have 16 Pokemon actually in this game, so I won't be able to do that. And then you have, oh sorry, I'm going to go back. This one is basically so that you can send your Pokemon on like a mining adventure, and they'll find items for you. And then this one is Isle... Oh, it's the... Oh, that sounds like Eevee-Lup? Evil-Lup? That sounds terrible almost any way that you say that. Anyway, it's to create a place where you can develop Pokemon by exercising. And so this is basically how you can do EV training. And this needs 45 and 45. Oh, wait. And then there's also Isle of View Development, Phase 1. This one is develop an isle develop this isle to create a hot spring where Pokemon can relax. Up to 6 Pokemon can be invited to this one. So I don't really know much about this one, other than it seems to be a resort. Alright, so we're going to go here. Actually, first off, I'm going to build this one. So she says, order received, and I'll get straight to work. And here you go. So, it says the Isle of Plenty renovations are complete. Oh, what do you think? This is the Isle of Plenty. I used that nice bit of flat land there to make a field where you can plant your berries. Now your Pokemon can enjoy tending to berry trees and harvesting berries there. That's right, if you want to plant some berries, tap the sign and let me know. Your Pokemon are looking pretty happy, keep up the good work. Alright, so again with the other one, I'm going to tap right here. Oh, actually it wants me to plant berries first, so got a few Pokemon here. I'm going to select this one, and I'm just going to pick Leppa, Oran, Persim, Chesto, Petcha, and Citrus. Alright, I'm looking forward to the berries at harvest. Alright, so now I can put beans in here, and I'm just going to put... no, not that many. Just going to put a couple in here, and basically what it does is it halves the time that the berries will be, done. Berries will grow twice as fast now, but only for 2 minutes. And it takes about 24 minutes for the first berry to finish, I think. Anyway, so we're just going to go back to the first island. And I'm going to hit up the develop isles thing again. And we're just going to develop this to step number 2. And as you can see, this is a lot bigger now. And I've got more Pokemon on the ground over here. The Poke Beanstalk has grown larger, so you can probably get more Poke Beans from it now. I bet more wild Pokemon will come by, enticed by its offerings. Pokemon look quite eager, keep up the good work. Alright, so that's another thing. When you have the bigger Poke Beanstalks, more beans will come out. So they say. But then again, this is just like the first day, so I don't really know like what sort of effect it's going to have. Anyway, so I'm going to go one more time, and I think that I have... Do I have enough to develop it the final time? No, I need a few more Poke Beans. So I'm just going to collect those real quick. I am having trouble doing this. Okay, I've got plenty. Oh, but I need 30 Pokemon, so never mind. Okay, either way, that's basically it. So, as it develops further, I mean, obviously it becomes more useful. I mean, it's basically just a place that your Pokemon in the PC boxes can actually have, like, some purpose. It seems that the timer only runs while you're actually playing, too. So, not necessarily while you're just here on the island, but I think just while the game is active and running. So, if you're playing and you're doing battles and everything like that, you sort of just want to check on this every so often, just to check it out. But that's basically it. It's not a bad idea. It's... I don't know, in my mind, this is a little bit better than the way that Poke Refresh works. Although Poke Refresh is much better than, like, the Pokemon-Ami, or whatever you want to call it from the previous games. But either way, let me know if you like this tutorial. This is just going to slot in as an episode of Pokemon Moon, so I do apologize for losing any progress on this episode or series because of this video, but I just kind of wanted to show you how show you guys how this works. If you have more questions about it, leave a message down in the comments for me, and I'll try to answer it as best as I possibly can. I'm definitely going to be exploring this on my own as I play the game, so I'll try to know as much as I possibly can, and if I don't know, I will definitely learn so I can find out and tell you. But yeah, we'll see you guys later, and next episode will be more Pokemon progress, I promise. Bye-bye for now. Break the immersion.